she's another one. She tries to act like she's an earner, and she became a part of her husband's company. Her husband's father owned the company and passed it down to him, and she married him, and now she's, basically like pulled a statuette, put her name on it, and been like, well, I did 50% of the work here and helped get the company off the ground. And so now she's safe and protected because if this guy leaves her, she's got 50% of the company. So truthfully, she didn't go out here and build it 100% herself. She found a man who was successful and then weaseled her way into taking half that shit. So it's not like white women can't be affected by this shit too. But, when you look at black men and you compare that, I always bring up white women because, like I said, it's the most abundant. But when you compare black men, the ones who were on point, and the way that they view the world, and the way that they've been raised, and nobody gave us the memo. We weren't hit with the memo of, hey, all these black women are trying to be strong and independent, and when you guys get on point, they're not going to respect that because they can get it on their own, and they've discovered that. We don't get that memo. We don't find that out until we get older, and then black women who tell us, I'm not impressed by that. I can get that on my own. And then we're sitting there looking stupid, and then we're like, well, what do you want me to do? Just burn my castle down? Just burn my house down? Fuck that. I'm gonna go somewhere where somebody's going to appreciate it. Like I said before, black men are not the ones who are jacked up on this. Even if the women try to convince the boys to accept that, what you would get is a whole bunch of fucking manginas. We already have enough of manginas. We already have enough of these guys, that women, have, and a lot of times the guys that they go with this, I'm trying to convince this brother to settle here and be with me. They're guys that already don't have much. Now, I know some people would disagree with that, but think about it like this. Who is it easier to convince that you should settle here? A guy who doesn't have it and is not there yet, or he feels that it's just too far away, or he's just complacent where he's at, or the guy that's already got it. You can't talk the guy that's already got it down. You can't be like, oh, you need to come down here. You can't. He's already an alpha male. He's already on the path. He's already focused in what he wants to have and get, just like the women are. The problem is that the men went out here and they built their castle for women. And they are looking for a woman who's going to get with the castle that they built. But you have women out here, they feel as though they've built their own castle. So they're like, no, you have to get with my castle. Trying to put those two people together is a recipe for disaster. And that right there is why you have brothers going out here, and it's easy for successful brothers to go out here and date and get other races of women, because that's their standard. That's what they measure men by. And the black man, oh, he's black and he's coming with that. Oh, this is great, especially if I'm attracted to black man and he's not in the ghetto. Shit, this is fantastic. And that's why you get this idea that they cherry pick. The problem with black women is that black women go out here and they build their castle, and there's no man in the world of any other race that is accustomed to getting with that program. That is strictly a black woman program. That's why they are isolated. That's why a black woman can be successful and talk about how corporate executive she is. The Asian man ain't going to get with your program. The Hispanic man ain't going to get with your program. The white man's not going to get with your program. The Indian man is not going to get with your program. The Arab man is not going to get with your program. And black men who went out here and built their own castles are not going to get with your program either. So what are black women, educated, successful, whatever black women left with? They're left with the underachievers. That's who they're left with. And that's where you get the whole added sense of you need to stay on my level. I need a man. No, excuse me. No, not you need to see my level. I messed that up. You shouldn't be intimidated by my success. Even though you're only making $40,000 a year and I'm making $250,000 a year, we can still be in a relationship. And it works in that sense because of the fact that the woman she needs a man that's going to get with her castle. And only a man who is either, I don't want to say bitch mode, but fuck it, bitch mode. Only a man who's in bitch mode or was indoctrinated with the idea that women are equal in that sense, or maybe that's not the right word, but that it's okay to get with a woman's castle, and that doesn't reflect on your manhood. That type of shit. I mean, men are told that shit. We're raised and we're like, niggas ain't doing so well and blah, blah, blah. And a real man is this and that, and he can provide and da-da-da-da-da. Basically being the man that his father was not. It's like Captain Solo has spent his whole life trying to be the man that his father was not. He could have followed right in lockstep. He could have been sleeping on his sister's couch. But Captain Solo saw that. He said, nah, this is a problem. The women got all the power in the household, and my father just, he telling me, Cap, right, lower your voice. You want my sister to come down here and yell at, if you raise your voice, you gonna have to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And Cap's sitting there looking at his own father like, you little bitch. Oh no, fuck that. I ain't gonna let that be me. So, his motivation was separate. His motivation was different. But even my motivation was, a lot of black men are fucked up. I have all this opportunity. I have a whole bunch of things that a lot of black men don't have. So I have no excuse to fall back on not being successful. I have to be successful by default. Just based off of where I grew up and where I live. I don't have a sad story. I can't say, ooh, I grew up in the ghetto. I got a single mother. We ain't had no money. I ain't had no car. I had to take the bus and I don't have a sad story. If I fail, I will be the laughing stock of the world. This is what you're not getting, my spirit. Everything I just said. That's what you're not getting. I have shattered the ball on this issue. I have bust this shit wide the fuck open, and now you see. Everybody should see what I just said and what I explained to you. Fuck it. I'm arrogant. I think God just touched me on the shoulder right now with knowledge. Black women being successful is not why successful black men and successful black women miss each other. It's the who's getting with whose program, which is the problem. A lot of black mothers out here, they only changed one side of the equation. They didn't change the other side. So you got men out here that are just, hey, niggas is fucked up, and we're told that all the time, and we need to be on point and get it together. We go out there, we build that castle, and then we hear a whole bunch of black women talk about, that don't mean nothing to me. I'm strong and independent. I got my own. I got this. I got that, and and it needs to be 50-50, and you need to get, and we hear that bullshit. And we say, show me the white girls, show me the Hispanic girls, show me them Asian girls, because this ain't going to motherfucking work. You got to go to the root when you look at these problems. Stop messing around with the leaves on the tree. That's my vid, SWP out.